Now, as we've been telling you, shops have been turned on their heads by all of this, of course, but with some goods in huge demand and prices rising, how do you stop yourself from being ripped off? I'm pleased to say help is at hand. Nick Sheridan is here with some answers. Hi, Nick.
Thank you very much, Martin. Yes, welcome along to Is the Price Right? A non-copyrighted game show format where the prize is consumer knowledge. Let's see if you can guess the price of the following items. A bottle of bleach, usually on sale for around £1 on the high street. How much would you be willing to fork out for one? Perhaps a little bit less than some. Several bottles have been found listed online for around £7 each. One for the kids, packets of infant formula, usually costing around £10. Well, the price, much like the children themselves, grows fast. Packets were found on sale online costing around £40. A digital thermometer. What household should be without them? How much would you pay for one? Typically retailing at around £40. One was found on Amazon for 150 quid. Some examples of what consumer rights group Which is calling unscrupulous practices by some online sellers, taking advantage of vulnerable people who need these items. They want legislation to allow the regulator, the Competition and Markets Authority, to get rid of the gouging. Jamie Eames had a subscription with Amazon for a brand of immunity-based supplements in February. Amazon stopped sending them because of a stock shortage. This week he received an email informing him that when the supplements come back in stock, he's in for a bit of a shock.
So I was paying £19 and some pence. I can't remember exactly what the pennies were, and now it's £29 and some pence. And I quickly worked that out to be a 50% price increase. I mean, it would be certainly annoying if I had to stop taking these just because what I see to be price gouging and absolutely disgusting profiteering.
Now, the CMA have themselves launched a task force saying that there are concerns that businesses might exploit the situation, and that the task force also plans to advise the government on emergency legislation if required. They told us today that whether or not new laws are introduced is a matter for the government and not for them. Meanwhile, in the last month, there has been a marked rise in the price of some non-essential items like hair clippers, home gym equipment, and the most popular video game consoles. So the price comparison website Price Spike found that one of the most popular sets of hair clippers had a lowest price of around £29 on the 15th of April. On the 16th of April, as the lockdown was extended, the lowest available price for that product rose to 50 quid. On the week that schools were confirmed to close, the lowest price for a best-selling games console was £169. In 10 days, it rose to £224. Supply and demand, some might say, in action. Now, campaigners say it is the overpricing of essential items that needs to be tackled.
We cannot have a situation where some unscrupulous sellers are free to run amok on marketplaces like Amazon and eBay and take advantage of the situation. You turn to a marketplace and you're open to be taken advantage of by these sellers. Government has to step in and protect these people, otherwise it's just not doing its job.
Now, eBay say that a small proportion of sellers are still attempting to list in-demand items at unreasonable prices, and they insist they've blocked over 5 million attempts to list items at inflated prices, and they have suspended thousands of accounts. Amazon, meanwhile, say there is no place for price gouging on their platform, and that they too have recently blocked or removed hundreds of thousands of offers. Martin.
Thanks, Nick. Infuriating, perhaps unsurprising. Now,